welcome back. This is Yusuf Chowdhury once again, and today's topic is the amazing Google products. And this is part 4. If you missed part 1, 2, or 3, please catch the replay. Mokamob, thank you. You can go to cash.me/Yusuf Chowdhury and check out number 1, 2, and 3. And this is number 4. So basically what I'm going to do, hey Michelle, good to see you. So what we basically do, or what I'm going to do here, I'm going to mention all these Google products. I'm going to mention one of them at a time. If you know it, press number 1. And if you don't, press number 2. So here we go. Google Sync. Okay. Part 4. Hi, you say, hey, Michelle. Yes, this is part 4. So Google Sync. If you know, press number 1. And if you don't, press number 2. Google Sync. Okay, so Michelle knows what is Google Sync. What about you? Rudy says no. No? Okay, so we have 2 folks that says they don't know what is Google Sync, but Michelle said she knows what is Google Sync, so there you go. So this is Google Sync. Basically what it does is syncs your calendar, your Chrome, your contacts, all of them to your web and mobile apps. That's all it is. Hey Mocha, how are you? Good to see you. So that's what mobile sync, that's what sync is for, to sync the calendar, the contact, and the email on your mobile device, okay, using these apps. That's it. That's Google Sync. Very easy. Yes, there's an app for that. By default, they're going to sync anyway, so go to google.com/sync for more information, okay? All right. Google Store, if you know, number 1, and if you don't, number 2. Google Store. If you know, number 1, and if you don't, number 2. All right, let me know who knows what is Google Store. 1.5 changing faces, as usual. Y'all know what is it? Y'all, okay, so right here, folks, says they don't know what is Google Store, so check it out. So there you go. This is a Google Store that they sell their product, like Nexus mobile device, or Chromebooks, or tablets, TV, or Android, all the type of accessories that is made by Google. So if you click on tablets, go ahead and click on tablets right there. See all these tablets created by Google. Mokamab, thank you for joining. All right, keep going all the way up and see if you have any other product. Chromebooks, you can click on the Chromebooks. Okay, the Sean Cox, thank you for joining. TV and audio devices created by Google. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, look at all these awesome devices. Chromecast and all the other cool stuff from Google. It's called Google store.google.com. If you missed part 1, part 2, part 3 of the scope today, make sure you check them out to check out all the amazing Google products. So this one is called Google Store. Okay, thank you so much, Afro Keto. Google Sync 2 and Google Store. Thank you, Michelle. We actually covered probably more than 70 so far, or 80. We lost count, okay? Nuni Bouger, thank you for joining again. All right, so let's go. So there you go. That's a store for you. Okay. All right. The next one is Google Sky. If you know what it is, number 1, and if you don't, go ahead and type number 2. We have folks here that says number 2. Hey Latanya, thank you for joining. Really appreciate to see you again. Number 2, everyone here says number 2. And there you go, check it out. Hey, hey, hey. So this is Google Sky. Just like a Google map, but for the sky. So instead of me laying down on, maybe on the floor or somewhere on the roof to look at the sky, you can actually look at the sky from Google Sky. Okay, so you can look at the universe. That's very neat. You can do a zoom, you can do a close-up. You see that? You can do a zooming right there. You see that? So you can see all these other planets right there, other galaxies. So there you go. That is called Google Sky. Thank you for the heart. I really appreciate it. If you all join this scope, go ahead and press number 8 right here. Invite your friends. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. I would highly appreciate it. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for putting this on the comments. So this is called Google Sky. All you have to do, go to google.com/sky. Okay. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing. I highly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and scratch that. Okay. All right. Thank you for inviting your followers, Michelle. Look at that. You can look at other planets. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome. All right. So that was Google Sky. Awesome, awesome tool. Now, Google Mars. Thank you for sharing for Afro Keto. Thank you for sharing on Twitter, and thank you for joining again, and thank you for inviting your followers. I really appreciate it. Dickie Armour, thank you for joining today, my friend. Okay, the Mom Ledger, thank you for joining too. Okay, that's the welcome joining. Okay, so there you go. All right, so Google Mars number 2. Anybody knows what is Google Mars? Mars number 1, number 2. Okay, we got so many 2s right here. Just the same way we showed you guys Google Sky. Guess what? This is the Google Maps for Mars. Okay, Google Mars. It basically shows you can zoom in if you want. You can look at the areas. You can grab and move around. There you go. Okay, that's and you can click on visible right there. The 3 buttons there. There is visible. There is infrared. Look at that. There is infrared. There you go. Okay, you can look for different mountains. See that? Where the NASA basically look at the mountain, all this information. You can click on ridges, canyons. So all the information you see. Awesome information, right? Google Mars. There you go, folks. Google Mars. Thank you for the heart. I really appreciate it. And thank you for inviting your friends. Now, I'm going to scratch this out of the list. Google Moon, and you guess it. Anybody knows Google Moon? If you know it, number 1. If you don't, number 2. NASA has Space Camp for adults. They're dumb, yes. Google Moon, if you know it, number 1. And if you don't, number 2. Google Moon. All right, number 1, changing faces. Number 1, because she knows what is Google Moon. Okay. And if you don't, number 2. You all know what is it, Google Moon. So there you go. Google Moon basically is like a map, or to see all the information about moon landing and 3D and everything about Google Moon. See that you can increase the, you can click the X right there, yeah. That increase the, look at that. You can also move left and right on the top right there, which is left and right. See that? You can check it out. There you go. You see? So there you go. You can look at the moon. Let's go ahead and zoom in. More. Look at the back side. More. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, you see? Isn't that awesome? It's like a picture of the moon. All right. So that is Google Moon, my friend. Does everyone. At the back side. This one? I don't know. So there you go. Keep going. Right. Okay. Ismail, my brother, join me. Thank you. How is mom? Give my salam to my mom. My brother's just watching me from Mecca. Okay. That's what I thought. Give salam to my mom, our mom. Okay. All right. So there you go. That's Google Moon. Let's go ahead and check out Google Music. Anybody know what is Google Music? Google Music. If you know, number 1. If you know, number 2. Thank you, Michelle. There you go. So anybody knows what is Google Music, number 1? And if you don't, number 2. Google Music. Oh, Michelle knows it. What is Google Music? All right, Ismail, my brother, knows it too. Awesome. These are all music that you can listen to, just like Spotify, but it's within Google. Okay? So there you go, folks. It's called OK Play Music. Free curated radio for what you're doing, how you feel, or what you want to hear. So it's free. You can listen to all this music, you know. Okay? Google Music. Scratch that from the list. All right. Okay, Google Personal Finder. Google Personal Finder. If anybody knows, go ahead and press number 1. If you don't, number 2. We have folks here saying number 2. They don't know what is Google Personal Finder. If you know, number 2. And if you don't, if you know, number 1. And if you don't, number 2. There you go. Michelle said number 2. I don't know what it is. Check it out. So Google Person Finder helps people reconnect with friends and loved ones in the aftermath of a natural and humanitarian disaster. So if there's a disaster like a flood, tornado or earthquake, So if you want to find out where are your friends and family, this is where you go for Google Person Finder. It's an awesome tool, and it's also in real time. Okay, so there you go, folks. Google Person Finder. It says here clearly, Google Person Finder helps people reconnect with friends and loved ones in the aftermath of natural and humanitarian disaster. Let's scratch that. Thank you, Michelle. And let's go with Google Cardboard Virtual Reality Street View. Okay, we talked about previously about what is the cardboard. We also talked about the street view, which is like the map view, but inside the store. But now you can wear the card box and watch it as if you are in that location. Isn't that pretty cool? Let's go ahead and play that video. See? So you can wear the Google card box, and when you wear it, it looks like you are actually inside. The reason we see two screens because when you wear it, it actually looks like one, okay? But that person who's looking for the map as if he is inside the map, inside the street view. Does that make sense? So that is the combination of Google cardboard, right? And the street view, okay? So that's Google Cardboard Virtual Reality Street View. Scratch that. Okay. Public data. Google public data. If you know, number one, and if you don't, number two. Okay, if you know what is Google public data, number one, and if you don't, number two. You all know what it is. Number two right here. Okay, so let me show you this real quick. So this is public data. So basically it talks about, you know, the general information about the populace, census, you know, like the statistics, the population, and demographic. So basically, the public data about, you know, countries and societies and whatnot. Okay, you can export all this information if you're looking for in these areas like here, what it says: U.S. Census, world resources, energy information. All this information are publicly available. That's what they call it, public data. Okay, looks a little bit boring, but it's useful for some other people. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Google Public DNS. Anybody knows Google Public DNS? Okay. Google Public DNS, and the DNS stands for Domain Name Server. Okay, this is where your basically the IP addresses is hosted through your hosting provider. But the cool thing about the Google Public DNS, you can configure it locally on your machine, whether it's PC or Mac, to speed up the access to your web browsers. Okay, so that's what Google Public DNS is. A little bit technical, so for technical people, that is actually awesome, right? We recommend that only users who are proficient with configuring the operating system settings make these changes. So if you're not geek or techie in this area, don't worry about it, but Google has it. Okay, all right. Nexus. Anybody on Nexus? Basically, Nexus, what it is, just one of the Google product and their phone, right? This is part of Google's product. Google Nexus is a phone. So for those that use, you know, Android, they probably have that kind of device, okay? So Michelle said, yes, I know what is that. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. Let's go with this next one. A music timeline. Anybody know what is a music timeline from Google? Go ahead and click on that music timeline. What is it? Music timeline, click on it. Yeah. So this is Google Music Timeline. Number two, Michelle doesn't know. Anybody here know what is Music Timeline? Check it out. Clueless, right? There you go. So basically, this is the Google Music Timeline. It's called research.google.com/big-picture/music. Basically, it gives the timeline from the 1950 all the way to the recent time about the history of music. That's what the music timeline is, with all kinds of generation of music. Okay? Just some awesome, interesting information. Music timeline. All right, let's scratch that. Okay, how about Google Mobile? Do you know what is Google Mobile? It's basically your Google, what do you call it? A Chrome app on your mobile device, basically. Google Mobile, that's what it is. Click that. having your Google on your mobile device. Okay? Yeah. Take Google with you. That's it. You may have to make sure you have a Google on your mobile device. If you have an Android, if you have an iOS, you can actually download the Google Chrome. Okay? So basically, you know, just like searching Google on the laptop and desktop, it is on the mobile device. That's all it is. Okay? Pretty simple, pretty basic. That's Google Mobile, the Google products you know and love, designed to work best on Android phones and tablets. Scratch that. Okay. Now, anybody knows what is Smarty Pens? Google Smarty Pens. If you know it, press number 1, and if you don't, press number 2. So Google Smarty Pens or pins. Google Smarty Pens. Check it out. Start a new game. Google Maps Smarty Pens, putting trivia on the map. So you basically actually can play this game. Okay, go ahead and click on the start game. Look how cool it is. Start the game. Yeah, start a new game. How to play, answer as many questions as you can before you run out of miles. Go. Look at that. Come on, hurry up. So basically, there you go. So it's going to show you question number 1. On ER, Dr. Doug Rose, George Clooney, did his round at a fictional county general hospital in the very real city of. So it's like a trivia. It's a game. It's like a trivia game with creating a map. Okay? Smarty Pins. The city's sky is just hilarious. You should check it out. Okay? It's a really fun game. Drop the pin on the correct location. So they ask you trivia to kind of teach you, map, kind of geography, to do where you know the locations. So that's what it's just like a fun game. It's called Smarty Pens from Google. So check it out if you haven't checked. It's very fun to play with it sometime. Let me scratch that from my list. Google Smarty Pens, okay? Now, Google Fit. If anybody knows what is Google Fit, go ahead and press number 1. And if you don't, go ahead and press number 2. Google Fit. Anybody knows? Number 2 right here. Nobody knows what is Google Fit right here. Neither you, okay? Anybody in Periscope knows what is Google Fit? Number 1, Ismail knows it. Awesome. And if you don't, press number 2. Number 2, if you don't know what is Google Fit. Okay? Can you find the link? Just go to, Google Fit. There you go. Let's do a search. You find it. Google Fit. Yeah, that right there. You found it. Go back. Just type Fit. Yeah, there you go. And right there. Yeah. Oh, he's asking to log in. Go back. Click on the developer. Yeah. There you go. On the bottom. There you go. The third one. Third link. Yeah. Okay. So what it is. This is actually for developers. To create an application or app for fitness. Okay, an open platform that lets users control their fitness data. Developers build smarter apps and manufacture focus on creating amazing devices. So it's an open source. That means anybody can use this application to create some sort of awesome app for fitness. Again, these are actually for developers. Okay, not for regular folks like you. All right. So there you go. That is a Google Fit. Google Display Network. Anybody knows what is Google Display Network? Press number 1 if you do, and press number 2 if you don't. Google Display Network. So basically, this is part of the Google Analytics, but the difference is you can have your ad, whether it's an image or a banner or a YouTube video, in relevant sites and in different devices. So it's an information to show you and guide you how to set up Google Display Network. Okay, for your business, I recommend that if you're going to start using Google AdWords, there's 2 options in the Google AdWords. A perfect reject, thank you for joining. One is on the search itself, and the second option called Display Network. So that means you can have your ad, as you can see in the samples here, to show on a relevant sites, as a banner or as a video. So that's what is it called, Google Display. Go ahead and play the video, see if they can. Go ahead and click on it.
This is you. You're a business owner. This is your website. These are your customers. These are all the people who aren't your customers yet. This is how you can connect with all those future customers. The Google Display Network. This is where you get started. Google AdWords. Here's the ad you created for free with Google AdWords. Here's your ad on a website Google found that lots of photographers like to visit. And these are all the websites in the Google Display Network that are related to your business that your ad can also show on. This is an amateur photographer reading his favorite photo site, seeing your ad,
See that?
and clicking on it to visit your website. These are all the other photography fans reading their own favorite websites and seeing and clicking on your ad. And these are the cameras they're buying from your website. That's a good way to reach new customers. That's the Google Display Network.
All right. So there you go, folks. That's part of the Google AdWord, the PPC, but another option called Display Network. So that means you can have your banners, your videos shown on a relevant site for advertising, okay? So that's Google Display Network. Google developers. If you know what is the Google developers, let me number 1, and if you don't, press number 2. Okay, we have here in the office as number 2, so let's go on and check it out. So these are for if you're a developer, if you're a programmer and you want to build apps for iOS or Android or a web. So this is the place. This is the place where all the developers can hang out and get together, and there's a summit going on. Chrome developers, that's what it's for, and all the information for any developers out there need to check out about developing, any mobile apps or sites. Then this is the place for them. So tools to help you develop your app and grow it into a business. Okay, again, this is not for regular folks, it's only for developers out there. So there you go, that's Google Developer. And let's see what else we have. Google, did we cover Google Design? Google Design, Ultimate Energy, thank you for joining. So basically I'm mentioning these Google products. If you know it, you press number 1. If you don't, you press number 2, then I'll show it to you. So we covered, I think, 80 so far, more than 80. So right now we are stopped at Google Design. If you know what is Google Design, give me number 1. And if you don't, go ahead and give me number 2. So right here, so we have number 2, all right. Anyone else in Periscope? Do you know what is Google Design? So there you go, this is Google Design. Okay, so basically all the articles, all the resources, all the events, all the job about Google Design right in this place. So if you want to understand more how design works based on Google, so this is the place. So Google Design or design.google.com. I was going to scratch that. All right, Google Cultural Center. Does anybody know what is Google Cultural Center? If you know, go ahead and give me number 1. And if you don't, go ahead and give me number 2. Google Cultural Center. Thank you, Ismail. There you go, number 2. Everyone here is saying number 2. So this is mainly, excuse me, it's a cultural institute from Google that talks about different art projects, historical moments, world wonders. So basically it's like a cultural institute about, cultural things. Does that make sense? It's an amazing place for information. You discover exhibits and collections from museums and archives all around the world. Explore cultural treasure and extraordinary detail from hidden gems to masterpieces. Okay, awesome informational site about cultural arts and projects and histories and societies. Okay, so check it out when you get a chance. Google Cultural Center. All right, see that? Look at this. Awesome. Oh my God, look at that. See that? What an awesome art right there, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, anybody knows what is Google Contributor? Google Contributor. Google Contributor. So Google Contributor, if you know, press number 1, and if you don't, give me number 2. We got here number 2, Google Contributor. We're almost done. Okay, Google Contributor. There you go. There you go. Here we go. Google Contributor. You're good. So see if your ads and support the sites you visit. Contribute a few dollars each month. See if your ad, it's that simple. The money you contribute helps fund the site you visit. So basically what it's a service where you pay to basically avoid ads in any websites, but at the same time, the money that you're paying can be sent for something else, for contributing to a different cause. Okay, so that's what it's for. So if you don't want to see any ad on any website you visit, you can use the service. It will block the ad for you, but the money that you're spending, it will go to a good cause. See that? The more you contribute each month, the more you fund the site you visit, and yep, the fewer ads you will see. See that? A typical person will see 5 to 10% fewer ads across the site they visit if you're going to use this service. So once you use the service, Google will basically kind of, use it for a good cause. Very kind of neat and cool concept. Okay? Now, this is something very cool. It's called Google Smart Contact Lens. Okay? Google Smart Contact Lens. Did anybody see that? If you know what is a Google Smart Contact Lens, it is amazing. Go ahead and it should be under Google blog. You know what? Go ahead and go to Google blog. Yeah, try hit that one. Let's see. Okay, scroll down slowly. Yeah, keep going. Oh, there's a picture. There's this actual lens. Okay, keep going down. There you go. 1 second. So there you go. This is the lens. Look at that. It's like a sci-fi. Okay, look at that. This is the lens that has some device in it, right? So if you go all the way up, let's see what is it about. Introducing our smart contact lens project. Mr. MB, thank you for joining. We were talking about Google products, all the amazing Google products. Basically, I mentioned one. If you know it, you press 1. If you don't, you press 2. They want to show what it is. So right now we stopped at the Google Smart Contact Lens. You've all heard that the diabetes is a huge and growing problem, affecting 1 in 19 people on the planet. But you may not be familiar with the daily struggle that many people with diabetes face, and they try to keep the blood sugar level under control, right? So this new lens, if you scroll down, keep going, there you go. This is the lens right here. Over the years, what did they say? Let's see. Over the years, okay, keep going, keep going down. So this is a smart lens right here, smart contact lens. Basically, it's for diabetes. So basically, when you put on it will basically give you all this information. No, go up. No, it's going to be down, right here. So it's a smart contact lens that's built to measure the glucose level in tears using a tiny wireless chip and miniaturized glucose sensor that are embedded between the 2 layers of the soft contact lens material. Isn't that amazing? And that is made through Google. Go up. You want to see the lens, how it looks? Look at that, guys. This is for folks with diabetes, okay? Mocha Mob, thank you for joining. So this is another awesome product from Google. It's called Google Smart Contact Lens. What it does, it measures the glucose level in tears using a tiny wireless chip and miniaturized glucose sensor that are embedded between the 2 layers of a soft contact lens material. Okay? That is so awesome. So there you go, folks. That is Google Smart Contact Lens. Okay? For folks with diabetes. That's so really awesome of Google to do that, right? Okay. Yes, indeed. Smart lens to measure the glucose level. All right. Google Classroom. If you know, press number 1. And if you don't, number 2. Google Classroom. Google Classroom. There you go, right there. No, down. Without the ad, don't click the ad. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so check this out. Number, you already know it's Google Classroom. Awesome. Mob. Folks, and this, they don't. So here we go. So Google Classroom, Google for Education. Okay, so they give out, you can use all the Google products. They even give out all the Google app products and softwares. Educator, there you go. Awesome. So training, resources. So that's for Google for Education. You can scroll down if you want a little bit more, see more stuff. There, let's spread the video. Let's see what is that. I love videos.
A few years ago, I started to watch the teachers.
Hey, Vanessa, thank you for joining.
It got more.
This is Google for Education.
I felt as though if I couldn't get this, it would be time for me to retire.
My mother didn't receive much of an education. Because of that, she wants me to achieve great things. So each objects have their own values, different values.
At my house, I have 6 sisters and 3 brothers. Having lots of siblings is quite fun, but it's not peaceful. When I'm doing my homework, I go into Google Classroom. If I see my teacher's icon pop up, if I don't understand something, I can ask him and he'll be able to answer. Rather than I have to wait till my next Spanish lesson.
I take the bus home. On my phone, from anywhere, I'm able to access Google Classroom. We don't have to waste time writing our assignments, wasting paper.
Isn't that awesome?
Saves my time.
I find it useful to have
See, they give
classmates
us Google
and
Chromebooks.
teachers looking at your work. I can see where they've made mistakes and where I've made mistakes and where we can both correct it.
Ahora está muy bien. Es excelente.
I feel like I have made this breakthrough. You just click on their name and their document opens up immediately in front of you, and those beautiful thoughts come out.
I want to
Thank
become
you for
a
the
software
hearts.
developer.
I would like to get qualifications for a judge because they help people out and stand up for people.
I want to be good my whole entire teaching career.
So it's like classroom, they can just work it from there, from their laptop and everywhere in mobile devices, right? Pretty cool. That is called Google for Education. For teachers, simple start right here. Okay? Okay, all right, cool. Now, let's talk about Chromebook Pixel. Thank you, Michelle. If you know it, number 1, and if you don't, number 2. Chromebook Pixel, everyone. Number 1 if you know it, and number 2 if you don't. We got number 2 right here, number 2 right there, 1.5. Okay. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and check it. There you go, right there. Yeah, right there. So basically, it's a Chromebook, but with a new model. It's called Pixel. There's a video right there. Go ahead and play the video. There you go. Just another Chromebook. Just fancy.
It was $500.
I don't know. Could be still the same price. Hola. Claw's battery.
It's pretty expensive.
Okay. So it's basically a Chromebook product from Google, but a little bit, like new sophisticated feature. It's called a Chrome Pixel, okay? Let me scratch it from the list. All right. Hey, 2OD, thank you for joining. Thank you. What is this? This is very hard to spell. Ziggy, so Ziggy Body or something. Ziggy Body. Anybody knows that? Ziggy Body. Okay. Ziggy Body. The actual link. It's not a 3D animator. It's a ZY. Yeah, right there. ZYGO. ZYGO. You can just click delete. You don't have to go all the way down. Yeah, just there you go. Yeah. Z as in zebra, YGO, tebody.com. Okay, there you go. So basically, this is a 3D anatomy viewer. Okay, it's also somewhat owned by Google. So it'll show you for in the medical stuff, 3D stuff like the human body, anatomy and whatnot. Okay, does it play? Let's see.
Hello and welcome to the all-new Zygo Body 2.0.
Oh no, it's too long. It's 8 minutes. Forget that. Okay.
All the features available. Zygo Body.
Oh, Zygo Body. That's what it is. So there you go. That's another product from Google. It shows the human body, like the anatomy and whatnot for those, I guess, in medical school, I guess, to check and check it out, okay? Let's scratch that. Go ahead and close the video. Just close the site.
The free version has the female model and the male model in their entirety.
Okay. All right, folks. How about Google Sketch? If you know Google Sketch, press number 1, Google Sketch. And number 2, if you don't, Google SketchUp. I'm sorry, Google SketchUp. Google SketchUp. There you go. Number 1, Ismail knows it because he does interior design. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So there you go. Also, you said they don't know what is Google SketchUp. So basically, it's an interior design software. You know, when you do the design for outside or inside buildings and houses and whatnot, that's what it's for. And I think it's a 3D. It's an easiest way to draw in 3D. One of the cool features I like about it, you can grab places from Google Maps and put it back in the map itself by making the design. So you can have like your own design on the map. Okay. So that is called SketchUp, and I believe. Not sure. I think they still own it by Google. Okay, so there you go. It's a 3D software to basically make designs for interior design or architect or buildings and whatnot. Okay, skip that one out. All right. All right. So let's go with Google TV. If you know what is Google TV, press number 1. If not, Oogie1, EG1. Thank you for joining. And number 2, if you don't, we're basically talking about Google products. I mentioned the Google products, and if you know it, you press number 1. And if you don't, you press number 2. Okay? So there you go, Google TV. Hey, what's going on? Yes, go ahead and click on that. Yeah. So there you go, Google TV. So basically, you can connect your Google to your TV, so you can search and watch everything from your TV. Okay? From your TV device. That's what Google TV is for, okay? You can go to this website, googletv.com/TV. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. You can scroll down. You see that? Browse all together systems, cable, internet, all together to your TV through Google TV. Okay? That's awesome. Scratch that. We got a few more and we're done. Okay? A double click. So Google DoubleClick, this is mainly for big agencies like publishers and advertisers. Okay, let's go ahead and look for DoubleClick. There you go, that's the one. So this is mainly for like, you know, connecting the right people in the right moments to make a digital advertising work better. Okay, that's Google DoubleClick by Google. So, you know, for advertising agencies, give them more information about, you know, how to get leads, what is working, what are the resources. That's what it's for, okay? Find the double-click solution that fits your digital marketing or revenue management. So this is only for, like I said, digital advertising and marketing agencies and digital agencies, okay? Like for instance, it tells you right here, you know, what's new, you know, like the holiday shopper information, payment IDs and whatnot. So there you go. That is a double-click from Google. And the last two, but not, I'm sorry, go back, somebody want to take a picture. If you want to take a picture, here we go. Go all the way up. Want to take a snapshot, go ahead and take a snapshot for the person that want to take a snapshot, go ahead, there you go. Double click by Google. Okay, thank you, there you go, they got the snapshot. Alright, now, let's go, we got 2 more left. Right now, and we're done. Like, whoo, man, we spend like all day long sharing all these Google products right here. WebRTC, again, this is something a little bit technical for web developers. If you're interested, it's webrtc.org. Hugh, how you doing? And there you go. You don't have to play the video because that's really technical. Okay. So WebRTC, it's a free and open project that provides browsers and mobile applications with real-time communication. Okay. Again, if you are in that kind of industry, then this is for you. If not, then don't worry about it. Okay. But you just know that Google has this service. Okay. WebRTC.org. And last but not least, this was a recent product that Google acquired. It's called FlyLab. Anybody heard of FlyLab? If you know, press number 1, and if you don't, press number 2. FlyLab. There you go. FlyLab. No, look at the link. That's not it. The link is right there. The link is right there. It's called editonthefly.com. The website is editonthefly.com. Edit, like editing. Edit, you misspelled, there you go. Edit on the fly, okay? This is an awesome video editing app. It is very easy to use, and Google actually bought them. Check it out. Very recently, Google actually acquired this company, okay? It's called Fly Labs. Scroll down slowly, please. I did download it on my mobile device. Keep going, keep going. Let's see, all the way. Keep going. There you go. Keep going, keep going. You see that? They have clips, tempo, fly, and crop. So they have 4 features. It's a mobile app, but it's so easy to use to edit your videos. Okay, keep going. See that? Simplest video editor in the world. So basically the simplest video editor in the world. And guess what? It's free. You see how they edit right there? Okay. And keep, that's called clips. And scroll down. Slowly. And this is called tempo. Yeah, keep going. Tempo. The app for slow motion time lapse. Look at that. Look at that lady right there. You see? She does fast and slow motion. You see? Look at how the option is so easy to select. Slowest, normal, fast. See that? Pretty awesome, right? Keep going. Fly, a fast new way to craft videos. So you can add different images and make it like a commercial style, cut and whatnot, right? Keep going. And crop. You can crop the cure for vertical video syndrome. You see that? You see that video? If you take a portrait video and this person is moving up, instead of having one shot, you can make it look like if it's a camera moving up. Isn't that pretty cool? You see that? That was a one-shot video right there, but it made it look like I don't think it's it works for both. You should find it on your remember Google bought it, so you should have it on Google Play. I downloaded to my iPhone app, so I'm assuming it's for both. Double check, because if Google bought this, of course they're gonna buy stuff for their for their own product, right? So there you go, folks. Wow, so we had so many Google product we shared this morning, I believe from 9:30, and now it's, what time is it right now?
3:55.
3:55, so almost, from 9:30 till 4 o'clock, we only had 1 hour lunch. Yes, I love Google product too, and there's so many awesome product, businesses, causes, and for non-profit, all kinds of awesome product that Google puts it out there for you, and most of them are for free. And as long as you have a Google Gmail account, you will definitely have a Google access to all these products. So hopefully I will list all of them in my blog sometime next week, so you can go through them. But if you missed the part 1 and part 2 and part 3, go ahead and check them in the replay. And I really appreciate you all being waiting to learn this and sharing and staying till the end. I really appreciate it, and everyone else here as well. Okay? So thank you so much. And you're all awesome. Have an awesome weekend, awesome Saturday. Enjoy it. And whatever you learn, as I always say, put it into action. Thank you so much, folks. Bye for now.